It's shortly after sunrise and time to head for the Andes. Dieter Lamle is the business attaché at the German embassy in Lima. He has 25 members of staff from German companies with him. Most of them are Peruvians, representing BASF and Mercedes, as well as a large number of middle-sized companies. They've come together to size up their business opportunities in the mining industry and have traveled to the remote mountain region of Alto Chicama in northern Peru.
The mining industry is very focused on the U.S. They want U.S. products. They buy U.S. products. They're up there at an altitude of 4,000 meters, looking into the distance and seeing only the U.S. And they don't realize we exist. And that's why we're heading to the mine to make them aware of German technology and break into this U.S. monopoly that's shared a bit by South Africa, Canada, Switzerland, but not Germany.
No easy undertaking when you're headed for 4,200 meters above sea level. The scenery is spectacular, but no one really notices at this altitude, where there's very little oxygen in the atmosphere. Exhaustion is getting to most of the members of the expedition. After 5 hours negotiating potholes, they arrive at the Lagunas Norte mine. It's run by the Canadian company Barrick, one of the leading names in the mining industry and especially interesting for the German suppliers. But before they can start their sales pitch, they need to undergo a health check. Dieter Lamle and many others need an added supply of oxygen. This helps relieve the typical symptoms of altitude sickness, headaches, and dizziness. Now the diplomat can finally start the ball rolling in fluent Spanish. He explains to the Barrick managers that they have come to open doors and make personal contacts. The Germans' direct approach has impressed many here.
So many companies in one go. That's something new to us, but I think it's a good idea. I'm also surprised by the technology the German companies have on offer. We'll be taking a close look and comparing it to the other competitors.
The company reps carry on the sales talk while Lamle explores the mine. This is where gold is mined. A sudden change in the weather. Time to sound the red alert.
We have a big storm. That means a red alert. No one's allowed to leave the car or the building they're in. There were 3 fatalities in Cajamarca recently, and that's why the security measures must be followed exactly.
The storm passes, and we can carry on filming. The Lagunas Norte mine is just one of many new finds in Peru. The industry is booming throughout the country. Most of them are run by U.S. or Canadian companies who buy their machinery and the other equipment back home. Although, says Lamle, German technology is more environmentally friendly and more efficient. Time for lunch. Filet of beef at 4,200 meters above sea level. A relaxed atmosphere as brochures and calling cards are exchanged across the table. But so far, no contracts have been signed.
For the companies, the work is just beginning. For my part, this job ends this evening and I can plan the next trip. But they still have to write emails and make phone calls and appointments to come back next week. They need to meet up with Barrick's representative in Lima and strike while the iron is hot.
The delegation rounds off its visit with a song written especially in praise of the mine workers. So they've managed to outdo their U.S. competitors, if only in singing.